Well, we've had a busy week. Um, well, it's been a busy week, not for us, but for the electrician. He's come in and started putting in, basically doing all the wiring, getting things in where we want it. Need to meet with him today about these alcoves and see what's the best way to go there. Anyways, he's moving along pretty good, it looks like. Imogene's room. Looks like he just got started on it yesterday. It's not good light in here, but you can kind of see where he's cut along the ICF, and then I don't know if you can see that box slot there. Yeah, I can see it now. Anyways, looks like he's made some progress today. I want to get on the sheetrock, start looking like a house. He's got, looks like the living room is basically done. Ceiling fan. Yeah, I think I could probably insulate in here. Yeah, buddy. Still trying to figure out the bathroom. I mean, I think what I'm gonna do above the bathtub shower is I'm gonna come up probably that last ICF there. That's plenty high. That's 9 feet 4 inches, I believe, to the top. So I can come down that full ICF block there. And what I'm thinking about doing is coming out over the tub and shower with a, well, what I'm gonna do is build a cabinet there, right above it. And it'll come out, gosh, probably 4 feet. And just bring it out and have this ceiling be, you know, with that cabinet a little lower there. And then, I don't know, we were talking about doing something with the rest of it, but I'm kind of thinking what I could do is just leave it alone and maybe build some, you know, some shelving up there where you just, you know, bring a small ladder and you can get to things. But and that's not too much of an inconvenience, and actually it just creates a little bit more storage. I mean, we could actually build cabinets up there. You know, I don't know. We talked about, you know, having it completely closed in. I don't want to do that. I kind of like the open ceiling filling. You know, you got to, like that storage above the, you know, like a cabinet above the bathtub shower. I think that'll work just fine. We'll figure it out, but I'm trying to figure out where to put the light and the fan. That's going to be the trick, you know, because you don't want that thing to be too high, you know. So we're talking about doing the one that we do inside our small bathroom and the master bedroom, you know, joining them together. But I'll have to talk to my dad a little bit more about that. Or if you guys have any ideas, I'd like to hear it. I know somebody was saying something about, you know, doing Panasonic, that it's pretty strong, and there's you know, I'm sure there's a lot of products out there, but you know, I looked it up and it definitely was highly rated. Vanity. But ball's getting moved forward now finally, so the electrician maybe be done this week. Definitely be done hopefully before the holiday break, and then I can just focus the whole break while Jen's off. I can just get this lid insulated, covered, and start sheetrocking. You know, Dad's gonna come down sometime during the break and we'll finish the plumbing. And I got that stink stack in the kitchen, in the wall. I'm gonna do 2 inch. I know a lot of people recommend you trans You start with 2-inch and then you kind of transfer over to 3-inch, but it's going to be independent. I'm not going to tie it into the venting. I'm not going to tie it into a central venting. It's going to be independent there in the kitchen. And then in the master bedroom, I don't know if you can see it. Let me go up this lift and see if we can see it from here. But coming up this wall here in the bathroom, you got the toilet and tub, and in between it is a drain. So the vent's going to tie into that. It's going to go up this wall and then along that BCI there, and you can see I cut a hole there, and then all the way to this wall over here. I don't know let's see if I can, there we go. You can see I cut holes through the BCIs all the way to the outside. I don't know if you can see it, kind of, sort of. All the way to the outside, and every time I get to a new BCI, I brought it up probably a 1/4 inch and cut the hole 4 inches. Going to send a 3-inch, send these 3-inch Schedule 40s out. And what it's going to do is it's going to go outside the last BCI, and I'm going to leave it there for the winter. And then it's going to go out the, once we get all the soffit on and then the trim on the outside, we'll drill another hole through that, and it's going to go up the side of the roof. You know, when it goes vertical, it'll go up the side instead of through the roof. I don't want to go through my roof. If I don't have to, I don't want to. So I'm just going to send it out that way. The same thing in the kitchen. It goes up above the Arctic entry instead of going through the roof. And you know, I may go through the roof. I don't know. Because it's not inside the house. No chance of a leak getting in the house. So we'll see. We'll just see. Can always do it that way if I want. I know a lot of people say don't 90 is, you know, try to stay away from 90s, but on vents, 90s are okay. I've never seen a problem with 90s on vents in Alaska, so, you know, everybody has recommendations, and I would definitely appreciate any feedback, but personally, I've never seen a problem with doing 90s. You know, avoid them if you can. I get it, but, you know, we're just working with the logistics of the building and trying to make it work, you know. This is a completely, you know, we designed the house, and there's a lot of things that we're, you know, doing on the go, because you don't really know, you don't know where you're going to be when you get there, so you're just kind of having to deal with things as they come. But that's part of the fun of building, I think, is, you know, you got a challenge in front of you and just tackle the next one. You know, so yep, moving along, just trying to get things ready for the electrician today so he doesn't have to move things around too much. It's, you know, ongoing construction site. You're constantly moving junk around, so. Oh, I would love to have a Connex box up here. Just put stuff in it. But anyway, we're getting her done. So that's about the update for now. Maybe I'll have Jen do a short video just to show everybody where we're at. You know, there's not a lot happening, but stuff is happening. It's dark right now, and I don't want to turn the light on the entry, but I put the keyless entry doorknob on, and a couple days ago. Strike plate's about a 1/4 inch too high, so I need to adjust that a little bit. So just get her done. Little stuff here and there, nothing ever goes perfect.
Sunday, December 24th. sure if you finished. Okay, so it just has figure out what's in here to do. It's got started on this part of the insulation. The electrician had a few questions this past week, so I popped in to verify a few things. He decided to Scott had mentioned, we're going to do this drop down right here. And so he just said, oh, I'll just drop some wire in there, and then guys can, after that's built, figure that out. One thing he was mentioning to me is about his tools that he said, oh, thanks for sending me that link about doing electrical and ICF, because this little gadget, he said, this really saved him a ton of time by creating this, using this just electric chainsaw and putting this little wheel on here at the distance that he wanted to go in on the ICF was super, super helpful, and saved him a ton of time, he said. And then also his little gun that he was able to create, he said he had a different kind of wire on there at first and then changed it to a copper wire. But he said it was perfect for just, to go into ICF and go in and zing and down and boom. It was like the perfect size to cut in the holes that he needed for doing like these outlet boxes. And then he said it was just simple to just zip, 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 up the wall with the chainsaw, and saved him a ton of time there. So that's awesome. And Scott was able to get that pipe in here for the vent that he was mentioning. And he said he just went at a slight angle. And he was mentioning he's going to, put some 2x4s or something across there to like secure the bracing, to brace it a bit more. So then he said once he gets it over here, then it's going to come down and tie in. Where's that drain? Okay, so I guess the drain's over here. That all that's going to tie into on this side. So that's about it. I'm going to take the week off and take Emma Jean and go on a little road trip, go visit our friends up in the valley and up in Talkeetna. So it'll be good to just get away, and then that'll leave Scott here, and he can just put a little blow-up mattress right about there. And cozy in front of the fire and work a little bit and sleep a little bit and whatever. He's going to be on his own this week, and he plans on getting quite a bit done in here. He said his dad's going to come down so he can finish up the plumbing. We need to get the inspection done. Our inspector is leaving town the 3rd week of January, so he'll be gone for a few months. A lot of folks around here, they go south for the winter, and that is very nice. So we want to make sure we get the electrical, plumbing, mechanical aspects of the inspection completed, because that's what we need to do. The only inspection after that will be the final one, and we're nowhere near that, but we want to get that other one done so that he can start doing the sheetrock. That's about where we're at right now.